Welcome back to Studio 701.
It's more important than ever to work on our overall health.
In today's well-being, we welcome our next guest, Natalie Weir.
She is with Jones Physical Therapy. So first of all, just thank you so much for being here, Natalie.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, just starting off, what got you into the industry? What made you want to go into physical therapy?
Kind of wild story. I wanted a job where I could work with kids and horses, and I ended up taking care of their parents.
Interesting enough.
I like that. Hey, Caitlin's a big horse person too, so I understand that love.
Yes, now you're going to talk with us about endometriosis. What is it and how common is it?
So endometriosis is a disease process where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus is found in other places, the abdomen, the pelvic girdle, and also even higher up into the diaphragm area. And the challenge with this disease is that it can act as an inflammatory process that can create adhesions and irritation throughout the entire pelvic bowl. And with these changes in tissue function, we can have a lot of symptoms that occur that can include severe abdominal and pelvic pain, really painful pelvic exams, back and leg pain, painful bowel movements, pain with urination, extreme bloating, nausea, diarrhea or constipation, even to painful sex, extreme fatigue, and in some cases, infertility.
Okay, so, I've heard that it can be extremely painful. So how could someone such as yourself, seeing someone such as yourself, help with some of those symptoms?
So as a PT, we are trained in movement. Like, how do we help the body move better? And often when our body is in pain, it begins to guard. And that guarding process can change how we breathe. It can change our posture. It can change how we can even just do simple daily tasks like household chores, taking care of our kids, taking care of our families, going to work even. And so as a PT, we look at the entire body, and endometriosis is a disease that affects the entire body. So it's our job to continue to look at the body. How can we help posture?
Now, what are the next steps a person could take to seek support? Should they see their physician first or come to you? What are those next steps?
So really, as a physical therapist, we want to partner with anyone who has questions. The next step would be call, let us know if you're even interested in more information, and just we can provide that space to say, hey, do symptoms even sound remotely similar? Can we just give you some insight into what we can do to help your body function better? There are often 10 years before patients are diagnosed. And so it's a beautiful space for us as therapists to say, we aren't going to be able to give a diagnosis, but we can look at the symptoms and say, how can we help your symptoms, and how can we give you a place where your body functions for you in your everyday life? And from there, we just really wish to be in your corner and supporting you in any of your physical needs, but especially in one that is such a whole body situation, causing sometimes up to detrimental challenges with life.
Yeah, this is something that we were saying, we haven't even really heard about too much. Why is it important to you to kind of just get the word out there about what it is and some options that people can have to help?
So this is something that's a passion of mine. I started out my PT career working with an expert excision surgeon, and he taught my clinic so much, and in learning how affected women were and how it can be, right now in literature they're saying 1 in 10, even up to 1 in 6 women can have endometriosis. It's a huge piece of what can drive so many pain patterns that are often just ignored or diagnosed. So it's a beautiful space to be able to help a community that maybe doesn't have that resource.
All right, well, we appreciate all the information, Natalie, and for your time today. Thank you so much for being here. And this has been Wellbeing. For more information, you can visit jonespt.com.
And stay tuned. We have more fun coming up after the break. It's our